let's go back to 1975, because I consider 1975 a key time in the development of city music, city pop music. This is a time when the Japanese economic transformation really began, so did the changes in music. In the West, around this time, singer-songwriters were popular. James Taylor, Jackson Browne, Carole King, and so forth. Music was moving away from something that was strictly controlled by recording companies. Artists were starting to write their own songs, write their own lyrics based on their own experiences. Songs became more personal and personable and more acoustic and more down to earth. You could almost equate this development in modern art that took place in the late 1800s. For example, the rise in Impressionism, capturing the fleeting moments in life that unfolded in front of you rather than strictly conforming to a rigid dogmatic style imposed by an authoritarian professional body. So yeah, people were taking more control in their own music. In Japan, this same thing was happening. There's a genre of music called Yojohan folk music. This was a type of music that was quite popular from the late 60s through the 70s. Young men and women dreaming of success were leaving their rural towns and they headed for Tokyo because that was the biggest city in Tokyo Dream. They would then rent out a tiny room consisting of only 4.5 tatami mats. So in Japan, rooms are measured in terms of tatami mats, and 4.5 tatami mat rooms are very, very tiny. And a lot of people, young people, just had these tiny studio room, and that's where they lived. And in there, they would write the songs reflecting on the journey, penning down their loves, the hopes for future. And these songs have very acoustic feel and often very rural and bucolic feel as opposed to urban feel. This song that I'm going to play is by a folk duo called Kaze, called 22歳の別れ. Meaning end of love at age 22. This was a number one hit and debut song for the duo. The writer of the song, Shozo Ise, was already a Japanese musical sensation, having belonged to a very popular band called Kaguya Hime that had just disbanded. In this song, a woman recounts the 5 years of fulfilling romantic relationship she has had, but she now faces the last day of this relationship. She's being married off to a town her partner has never heard of. The lyrics start with her saying that this is the last day she can say goodbye to him, because if tomorrow came and if she felt the warmth of his hands again, she would just not be able to verbalize the goodbye again. So from the lyrics, you'll gather that the relationship lasted for 5 years, because on the 22nd birthday there were 22 candles and they blew off the last 5 candles together. Now I'd like to contrast the feeling of this song to the last song. Actually, hang on. Batteries alright. And we choose up the battery a lot. I gotta watch the battery on my laptop.
Yeah, make sure you're not disconnected from it.
Yeah, I only got 10% left. Started off at 100%.
Wow. Sugoi! I really enjoyed the first performance. It was so amazing.
Oh, thank you. Alright. Yeah, sorry about the interruption. So, 22歳の別れ by Kaze.あなたにさよならって言えるのは今日だけ。明日になってまたあなたの温かい手に触れたらきっと言えなくなってしまう、そんな気がして、私には鏡に映ったあなたの姿を見つけられずに、私の 風にすがりついてしまった一つだけこんな私のわがまま聞いてくれるならあなたはあなたのままで変わらずにいてくださいそのままでOkay, so it's a very different feel, that song. So that's 1975. And